Hello everybody, if you're new or if you're coming back. First of all, a big thank you for watching this video. Secondly, if you can leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button. It all helps here on YouTube. We are challenging at the top of the Premier League, but today we also go in search of more silverware. Welcome to making Tottenham hot Spurs again. Hello and welcome to episode 48, yes 48 of Making Tottenham Hotspurs again. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two home games for you. First of all, against Bolton in the FA Cup fourth round. We obviously want to try and get as far as we can in this competition, and Norwich City in the Premier League. It's a game that we're playing on our own actually. I've noticed in that round of games there isn't anything. I'll explain more in just a short while, but since you were last with us, we've played two games. You were with us for the whole City second leg of the Carabao Cup, which has given us a final against our arch rivals Arsenal in the London derby at Wembley for that one on the 3rd of March. That will be in the next episode, but in the meantime we have to progress in the FA Cup, of course, but we have continued to do okay in the Premier League. A 2-1 win against Aston Villa. It was hard work, I have to say, very hard work. A quick look, as you'll see, we went a goal up after 2 minutes through Harry Kane. Orsic getting the equaliser after 30 minutes, and then only by virtue of a penalty after 78 minutes, of which Kane put away. I mean, really, we should have blown them out of sight. If you see 6 and 3, and they're on 50% of strike rate, but we had 22 shots, 13 on target, beat our 50%, 56% possession. Really should have put more away in that one. I have to say, Martinez was in good form, and as you'll see from his stats there, he did achieve a good one. A bit more better against Everton. Home game, so we would expect 21 shots, 14 on target, again over our 50%, which is great stuff. 56% possession. This was a bit more like it. Min-Son giving us the lead after 11 minutes. Hernandez scoring a second after 45. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I mean, it was a frantic last couple of minutes right at the end of that first half. Hernandez getting us 2 up, as I say, then Calvert-Lewin getting one back, making it 2-1, but Harry Kane stepping up right on the stroke of half time from the penalty spot, making it 3-1. That's right. Doing well. 3-1, and then in the second half, Min-Son getting a second after 60 minutes, and then deep in injury time, a headed corner from Upamecano, making it 5-1. So I think the score was probably a bit better than what actually tells the story that it actually tells in that. But Min-Son having an absolutely stonking game out there. Right. That's what's happening since you were last with us. Let's have a quick look at the Premier League. I didn't mean to do that either. Let's go back a step. There we go. Right, so this is the table as it currently looks then. Everybody has played 25 games, or tell a lie, Arsenal played 26, so have Brighton. But everybody at the top here in the top 4 have played 25 games, so it's all level peg. So we can see it a bit more clearly now. We've got 63 points. Manchester United tucked in behind us, 3 points adrift at 60 points. Then Liverpool 5 points adrift on 58 points. Then a 10-point gap down to Chelsea in 4th. So it's beginning to look like a 3-horse race or 3-club race. But I think what we need to be very careful of is one slip up here, and Manchester United and Liverpool are just there waiting to pounce. And today could be that day, because when we look at the schedule, in fact, didn't want to do that, Mark. when we look at the schedule, fixtures and results, as you'll see, our next game up is a midweek game, all on our Todd. That's the previous weekend games, or previous Wednesday games. And then we've got the FA Cup, of course, on this Saturday, then a Wednesday game, only just us. So we will have played a game more than everybody else. So we need to win it to make sure that we're still that 3 points, assuming that Manchester United and Liverpool win their games in hand. Those 3 points account for everything. But Manchester United having a little bit of a stumble at the minute, lost one and drew one in their last 2 games. Liverpool have won, but they've about 4 games back now. That game against Manchester United is the one. We have won our last 5 on the trot and scored quite a few goals along with it. Right, that's a look at the table then. Let's move swiftly on to the first game of our episode. I don't think there's anything else really to tell you about. I'll tell you what we'll do just very quickly. Let's go into the squad screen. I was actually going to draw your attention to this because we talked about Koeman, who's not in here at the minute because he didn't play in the last few games. He's been resting him, and we didn't really need him. So here we go. Here is his stats, as you'll see. Stats-wise, he's had 19 goals and 21 assists. That means he's contributed to 40 goals this season, which is absolutely outstanding. 8 and 12, with 20 of those in the Premier League. Also been scoring very well in the Europa League. So I really do think he quite possibly was or is the signing of the season. Having said that, Tammy Abraham has contributed 23, 11 goals in the Premier League, 2 assists, so 13 of those in the Premier League. And one other player to have a look at, because somewhat underrated, is Hernandez. As you'll see, he's actually contributed another 10 goals. Only scored 1, but he has done 9 assists, so he's contributing on that left side of defence as well. So he's played 22 games so far in that position, and he's having a fine old time. So just thought you'd bring you up to date with those stats. Transfer wise, don't think there's anything going on. Obviously we're out of transfer window now. Nope, nothing happening currently. So with all done, let's get on with the first game of the episode. It's against Bolton. It's in the FA Cup 4th round. Let's have a look at the teams. And this is the team for this one. Castiles in goal, Hernandez, Romero, Upamecano and Saul in defence. Ali and Holzberg in midfield, with Masulia, Lo Celso and Lucas Moura are attacking midfield. Koeman is rested, as is Son on either side. We're also resting Kane for this one. Abraham is up front on the bench. Latula, Tanganga, Sanchez, Dembele, Silva, Brian Gill and Kane. We have a couple of injuries. Emerson Royal coming back from injury, as is Mahale, both on that right side of defence there. I thought we had a suspension, but I can't see it now. So maybe I was dreaming that one. As I say, Son and Koeman being rested for this one. Both of them are very, very tired, both in need of a rest. So we thought against Bolton. I don't want any accusations of being sort of like, oh, you know, you went in soft. But hopefully it won't come back and bite us. But I just think it's a good opportunity to arrest those players, do a bit of rotation. Okay, so let's get on and have a look and see whether this team can actually do the business. And we're underway in this FA Cup 4th round. Bolton are in League One, currently 4th. They're playing in a goldy colour today. We're playing in the white as we're at home. Mazzala through to Lo Celso. Abraham with just 2 minutes on the clock. His 19th goal of the season. And we go a goal up. Yeah, so they're 12th in League One, Bolton. But burst their drum at the moment. Very early on. we're good at scoring early goals 2 minutes in, but it's what happens after that. Holzberg to Mazalia. Mazalia crosses it. Holzberg created a bit of room for him, so he's tried to squeeze that in, just caught the post on the way in, didn't quite get through. Mazalia playing out on the right. Sure, I put him on the left. Or did I look at that wrongly? Anyway, Lo Celso with the free kick, swings it in deep. And it's headed back across goal, but cleared by the defender. Lo Celso tackles Dele Alli. That could well be goal of the season. That is a worldie from outside the area. We'll see that again from behind the goal. Lo Celso crosses it. It's headed by Upamecano, headed out by the defender. Lo Celso tackles and it falls to Dele Alli, and Dele Alli just tees it up and wham. Fantastic goal. I'm sorry, Mazalia is on the left. Lo Celso, Dele Alli playing in midfield, which he seems to like. And a corner ensues. Crossed in, and Upamecano gets his 8th of the season. It's 3-0 with just 26 minutes on the clock. A well-worked free kick corner. See, Barnsley are drawing 1-1 with Manchester City at the top there. Bristol City 0-0 with Ipswich. And Ipswich have had a player sent off as well. Talking about Bristol City, if you've not seen it yet, there is a spin-off series of our From the Bottom to the Top. It's To Be a Legend, and it is currently being featured at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. If you've not seen it yet, go and have a look. It's in the playlist. So, or look at the end of this video, because chances are it may well be on there. So have a look, and you'll find the link to go and start to watch that series. Right, half-time's here, and it's 3-0 against Bolton. Bolton not really doing anything up to now. In fact, they haven't done anything. 42% their possession. We've got 58, 18 shots, 8 of which on target, nearly 50%, which is what I usually ask for. So we are sort of 1 foot in the 5th round. Just need to finish it off. And you come back, join us for the second half. No changes at half time. And Bristol City have gone 1 up in that one. Right on half time. Why did half time? Oh, we didn't look at it at half time. So when we looked at it, was prior to that. I've just realised Patrick Bamford is playing for Burnley, presumably, in this incarnation, in this save. 73 minutes in, and it's about the time we normally have a look. We haven't done a great deal in the second half. I think we've sort of like backpedaling a little bit. Right, time to make a couple of changes. I'm tempted to bring... Mazulia is tired. Right, we're going to bring Andre Silva on in there. Mazulia we're going to leave on for a minute. In fact, no. Go back, undo. Both these guys are tired. Lo Celso's having a great game. No, we're going to do the change. Silva. Lucas Moura. I've only got 1 wide player. Lucas Moura, he appears to be all right. Do I do just that one change for a minute? Now, Brian Gill, let's give Brian Gill a run out. Mazulia. Yeah, give Brian Gill a run out. He doesn't get much game time these days. So we'll give him a bit, and we'll save the third one just in case of accidents. Make me proud. Brian Gill is complacent. Let's hope he's not complacent for too long. We have a free kick. Holzberg with the free kick. He's tried to have a go from there, but it's wide of the target. the only highlight we've had in this second half today. And we've slipped off our 50% at the minute. Andre Silva, Hernandez, Romero, back to Hernandez. Hernandez to Hodgberg. Lucas Moura has a shot from just outside the area, and the goalkeeper actually got a hand to it. It's gone for a corner. Brian Gill with the corner. Ooh. What's going on there? Bit of a muddle up by the defence. George Cooper is on. Hodgberg heads that down. A poor clearance. And I don't know who that was. Who was that trying to head that back in? It was Lucas Moura heading it back into the centre, which is a good place to head it back in. If it's anybody's going to pick it up. Andre Silva again now picks the ball up deep in midfield. Back to Brian Gill. And Brian Gill gets his first goal of the season. That's because he hasn't played very much. But we know that Brian Gill can do it. 4-0 with 87 minutes on the clock. And just what he can do. I really want to get him back into the side for next season. It's just been unlucky that the players that we brought in and the regulations that you've got to have on who you can register and who you can't register means that you sometimes are a bit in a jam. Do we give Tanganga a run out? Let's give Tanganga a run out at the back there. It's not going to get very long, but we'll give him that opportunity. Fists. He's still complacent as well. Yeah, with the regulations with homegrown and trained at club and all those sort of things, you have to have so many of everybody. And old Tanganga making a mistake there. That doesn't bode well for him. You make mistakes like that, matey. You're not going to stay in the side. Cross deep and just wide of the post. If that had been a goal then from a Tanganga mistake, I think we would have lynched him. Here he is again. Hodgberg, he's okay this time. Back to Tanganga. Don't give the ball away. Romero. Tanganga. Andre Silva, who's tripped, but the referee's played on. Hodgberg plays it into space, but Lucas Moura not able to get there. Tanganga casually running back for it. Game nearly over. Yeah, as I was saying, so Brian Gill, I really do want to try and get him registered for next season, get him some game time. Hernandez crosses, but it's gone out. And a goal kick. Pretty much the end of the game, I would have thought. Kicks this ball away. That will be it. He's headed down. They've got a chance to get a goal. Jay is in. He's fired it over the top. And that must be it. It's a 4-0 win. And a fifth round we've got coming up. 26 shots, 13 on target. So 50%, 62% possession. Bolton did actually get a few attempts in that second half. 3 shots, 1 on target. 38% possession. I think it's a reasonably comprehensive win. Let's have a look. We're going to come back, assuming the fifth round draw is before our next game. We'll come back for that. If not, then you'll see me again in a moment or two. So before the draw for the fifth round, let's have a quick look at the other matches that have gone on. Barnsley drew 1-1 with Manchester United. That's a big highlight. Aston Villa got past Brighton. Bournemouth beat Wigan. Burnley beat Middlesbrough 2-0. Middlesbrough, who knocked out Manchester United in the third round. Good win for Burnley there. Nottingham Forest beating Doncaster. Birmingham beating Huddersfield. Bristol City beating Ipswich Town. Leeds United beating Blackburn 4-0. Oxford United beating Blackpool. Sheffield United, Chelsea. Hull beating Southampton. That was a good win for Hull as well. So a lot of the championship sides knocking out Premier League opposition in this particular thing. One other that I've completely missed there. Sheffield United 2, Chelsea 0. What is going on? There are a lot of champions. It's got to be a season where the championship sides must stand a bit of a chance. Newcastle beating Wolves, but that was all Premier League, and Arsenal have knocked out Liverpool. So it is a wide open competition this year, and if Barnsley can get past Manchester City, which I don't think they do when they go back to the Etihad, I think Manchester City will still be in it. But it's looking like a fairly wide open competition. Big boys, Chelsea, Southampton, are out of it for this season. So, yeah, an interesting competition. Let's have a look at the draw then. If we go back, I think we can go this. Yeah, that's. I was looking to have a look at where the matches will be played. They'll be played on the 6th of March, Wednesday, the 6th of March, which is 3 days after the EFL Cup final, the Caribou Cup final. So there you go. That's where it falls in. Right, let's get the draw underway. Birmingham will play Aston Villa. Leeds United will play West Brom or Cardiff. Bristol City at home against Tottenham. How I did think to myself, would it be good if we actually got Bristol City? I don't want to knock them out now. I'm going to play a understudy side, I think, and let them win. No, I'm not going to do that at all. So that's Ashton Gate is where we're going against Bristol City. We'll draw the rest. Burnley will play Bournemouth. Hull City will play Barnsley or Manchester City. West Ham will play Notts Forest. Oxford United, I think they're the lowest side in the left in the competition. Oxford United are playing Newcastle. That'll be a big gate for them. Arsenal will play Sheffield United. So that's the draw for the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup. What we're going to do now is we're going through to our second game of the episode. It is a Premier League game. I think because of other games going on, Europa League and things like that, it's been pulled forward. But it's in fact, I think it was a rearranged game. Tell a lie. Anyway, it's a game against Norwich City at home. And the team to face Norwich, Castile's in goal. It's a very familiar side, to be fair, having changed it around a little bit for the Bolton game. Castile's in goal. Hernandez, Romero, Upamecano, Sewell in defence. Lo Celso and Holzberg in midfield. Son, Musilia and Koeman are attacking midfield with Kane back up front. Latula, Sanchez, Tanganga, Mahel, and Dembele, Lucas Moura, Ali, Abraham and Silva are all on the bench. Mahel did play in the under-23s to try and get him back up to fitness, which he's not quite there yet. The rest is self-explanatory. A win here would be very useful against Norwich. I'm not quite sure what we've done, actually. Let's have a quick look what our recent form against Norwich is. We lost to them earlier in the season at Carrow Road, but prior to that, we hadn't lost to them, even beat them in the 5th round of the FA Cup last season on penalties. But prior to that, as I say, we had actually been on quite a good run. Beat last time we played them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It was a 4-0 win. 3-0 on the one before that. So, omen looks fairly good. And we're underway here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. 3rd of 4 games in a row that we've got at home. Very slow start, which is unusual for us. Lo Celso with a corner. And it's Upamecano doing his stuff again. 9th of the season with 13 on the clock. Just stretches above the defenders, and he is a threat from corners. That is for sure. We have a free kick now. Even the ball is canary yellow. Lo Celso with a free kick. It's hit the post, and somebody fell in the area. It's going to be a review of whether it's a penalty. And if it is, Kane will take it, I'm guessing. Under review. And it is a penalty awarded. Not often that we see them not given these days. Does happen. Kane with the penalty then. And he's put it away. The goalkeeper never moved. And with 16 on the clock, it's a 2-0, 32nd goal of the season for Kane. Goalkeeper just watched him whack it in. And well on our way, I think, unless something turns around dramatically here while on our way. Mind you, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Hodgberg getting that ball out and Kane forward. Question of whether he was off. No, he couldn't have been offside. Ball came from our half of the pitch. Tried to get that to Koeman and didn't. Petkovic. And he's tackled by Upamecano. Keeps the ball in their half. And they pushed it out wide to Aarons. And a good attack here. Ooh, saved off the line. Oh, there was Upamecano again. Koeman, Sewell, Upamecano. Like to have seen that again. It was cleared off the line anyway. The Kelso here has been tackled, come away with the ball, gets it back to Hernandez. Hernandez into the area. He's going to have a go himself. He is. Well, second goal of the season. And in fact, I think the goal that he scored, I'm going to go back and have a look in a minute. Sure, the goal that he scored before was one that he just come in on a bit of a whirl of that. I mean, this was lovely play. Just really ran at him. They didn't know what to do. Didn't want to tackle him till he found the space to put it away. 3-0 up then. After half an hour. Zimmerman. That's gone out. Dezols has a beating of Sewell, but Upamecano, who is, I mean, he had a fantastic game last time out. He's having a fantastic game again today. That ball a bit lax though. Through to Kane. Didn't quite get there. Hernandez cutting that out. Lo Celso. Romero. Mazzulia. We haven't seen too much of him. Hernandez. Mazzulia tries to get that through again to Kane, but again, it's a bit wayward. But Koeman, defender just sort of hovering, and Koeman was in. But couldn't put it away to make it 4-0. 5 minutes to half time. Kane has pinched the ball. It goes out wide to Koeman. Koeman will now try and get it back. Sewell. Koeman back to Sewell. Crossed into the area. And Mazzulia just swipes at it. 5th goal of the season. And on 40 minutes, we are a very comfortable 4-0. There's one thing we can do, boys and girls. We can score goals. Look at that. Rampant. What we need to do is be rampant against the bigger sides. Lo Celso. And Romero heading, or defender heading it out. Romero trying to get on the end of it. Upamecano. And a question of offside, I think. And it did look a bit like offside. VAR running it. Yeah. I think Upamecano having the first go at it, not directly from the corner, is offside here. Goalkeeper manages to get his hands to it, parries it down, but straight into the path of Son. Luckily for them, there was an offside in the build-up play. 15 shots, 9 on target. We're well over our 50%. 3-1 for them, so they're not doing too badly. 50% possession, so they're doing very well with the possession as well. Right, 4-0 half time. I think we're okay. Second half comes next. Can you join us for the second half? No changes at half time. Upamecano to Hodgberg. Romero. And Palaversa. Not quite sure who moved into the middle there, and they're going to get one back. Petkovic. And that's not how we wanted to start the second half. But to be fair, they've looked likely to get a goal compared to some sides we've played this season. And Petkovic was in space. And defenders not doing their job on that occasion. Hodgberg winning the ball in midfield. Lo Celso, Hodgberg, Hernandez. Lo Celso, Koeman, and Gunn, son of Bryn Gunn, a Norwich legend, I think. Kane tackles him. He's gone out to Son. Son has a shot. And goalkeeper saves it. It's gone for a corner. And for Norwich, danger ensues. This time, not being able to get on the end of it. Son. Lo Celso. Romero. And nothing came of that. Clearly. Past the hour mark. We have another corner. Son with the corner. It's cleared upfield. Hernandez will go running for that. He's got the goal. Casteels has come out. Casteels pushes it wide. Saul brings it down nicely. Koeman through for Kane. And Kane puts it wide. Edwards comes on for Norwich City. As Norwich try and bring it out. Petrovic, who scored the goal. Let's hope it's only a consolation goal. And Son has pickpocketed the player. Through to Kane. But Zimmerman clears upfield. Mazulia, who's deep. Son. And Son's pass was wayward on this occasion. Marcus Edwards is going to get there. And I'm not quite sure who that was. Hernandez. But he's given it back. And have to be careful here. They've got two. Moutinho getting the second. 4-2. Be careful. We don't want to lose this. Give the advantage back to Manchester United and Liverpool. As I said, it's a must-win, really. Defenders doing the job again. Right, I think with 66 on the clock, I think it's time for us to change things. We're going to a version 1 of this, mainly because it's a bit tighter when it comes to Hodgberg is not having a good game. He's picked up a yellow card as well. So I think what we're going to do is we'll put Dele Alli in there. Albeit he's better as a much in it, to be fair. Everybody else is playing reasonably well. We will stick with the rest for now. Dele Alli trying to shore things up a little bit. Lo Celso out to Son. Son wheels it through to Hernandez. Hernandez comes forward. He's going to get this cross in deep to Kane. Couldn't find him. Lo Celso, though, tidies up. Hernandez will have another chance. Crosses it this time. It's come off the woodwork, I think. It was a cross-come shot. Koeman, Dele Alli, Lo Celso, and the goalkeeper manages to save it. Angus Gunn, son of Bryn, I'm sure. Right, we've gone past changeroo time now. Let's have a look. We have some tiredness. Koeman is tired. I think we bring Abraham on for him on that right side. And Son is tired on the other side. We could bring Lucas Moura on. Mazulia is tired as well. So do we move Lo Celso? I think we're going to do a Lo Celso up there. Dele Alli over here. And then what we'll do is Mazulia can go off for Dembele. And that is the changes. Saul with the throw in now then. To Abraham. Dele Alli. Dele Alli to Hernandez, who heads it just fractionally over the top. And I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Free kick just outside the area. Kane taking the free kick. It's come off the woodwork and gone over. 84 minutes on the clock. And I think to avoid any other catastrophes and throw this one completely away, what we're going to do is we're going to do our usual trick. Kelso can go as a defensive midfielder, but we're not going to put him as a defensive midfielder. We're going to, in fact, hang on a minute. Let's put that back like it was. Right, Ali and Dembele can change. Lo Celso and that, and then we drop Dembele back there. Confirm the changes. And wrap it up. Take the sting out of the game. And it is all over. 4-2 win. Really give them 2 goals that we shouldn't have given them. 29 shots, 14 on target. Near enough 50%. 51% possession in the end. Norwich 6-3. So they did very, very well as well. Let's have a look and see how that affects the table. Bearing in mind, we are the only 2 sides playing on this particular occasion. So as we planned for, that win means that we have 66 points, 6 points clear of Manchester United in second, Liverpool in third, and 18 points clear now of Chelsea in fourth. So I think we are guaranteed Champions League football next season. That is for sure. But we've played one more game than everybody down as far as Arsenal. So from that point of view, they could still catch us up, but it will still have a 3, even if they win, still be a 3 and a 5 point gap down to Liverpool. So that's what we wanted to do. We didn't want to slip up on this one and give Manchester United and Liverpool the chance to get back at us if results go in our favour. We could open up a bit of a gap there at the top of the table. Right. Kane set for a goal bonus, it says. 15 league goals for the season will trigger a contract clause that will result in him receiving a bonus. Very good for him. Right. Let's have a look what our next episode. We're going to play the 2 Merseyside teams, Liverpool and Everton, offline. We'll come back then for Arsenal in the EFL Cup final. I'm not sure whether that's going to be one episode because we like to do finals just one game. So that could well be coming back for one episode, just the Carabao Cup final. And then we will come back to back episodes as it runs. We'll have Bristol City in the FA Cup 5th round. And then West Brom in the Premier League. Then it's going to be Europa League 2nd knockout round and Chelsea. And then Europa 2nd knockout round, 2nd leg, and Bournemouth. And then we'll see how that lands us with games coming down through here. We want to see the Premier League, of course, mixed in with the Cup games. So back-to-back games coming up means we don't progress very quickly. But that's I'm sure that's important to see that we have a fantastic season. At the end of the day, the premise of the episode or the series is to make hot Spurs again. So we're doing that, I think, in a roundabout way. Oh, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of this particular series, and of course of our other series, which are currently going out, the To Be a Legend series and From the Bottom to the Top. Don't miss any of those. They are interesting, I'm sure, if you're into Bristol City, or even a competition where you try and push a side as high as you can, which is our From the Bottom to the Top. Hopefully you'll find some interest in that. Don't forget, Making Tottenham Hotspurs again is released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, then you need to follow me on JustOffside2 on Twitter. That will keep you in the loop of what's happening. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode 49. It's out on Friday. Till then, it's a very goodbye.